There it is. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of something. I don't know quite what this is yet, but we'll figure it out. This is kind of a test run right now of the microphone, brand new microphone that I'm using. Over the last couple months, been really fighting the urge to upgrade my stuff. I was using something that I got from a thrift store that ended up not even actually working. I thought it was working, but apparently it's never worked. So that's awesome. So hopefully today we can get this mic set up because my wife and I, Rachel, our brand new co-broadcaster, co-announcer, color commentator, whatever you wanna designate her with, and I are going to be recording season 3's magnum opus. Magnum opus would be the last show. The first show of 2022, the pay-per-view for January, Restoration. That's going to be going on the 30th. Today is currently the 28th. We already have the awards ceremony in the bag. Unfortunately, going back through, you can't hear a single thing we're saying. So unless you have your volume up to 200, you're not going to be able to hear us. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with that. We might do like a fun watch along thing where we commentate on our commentary, on our announcing. I think that might be a little fun thing for us to do. Excuse me. But hopefully this microphone is able to work right now. I'm looking at it and it looks like it's doing pretty well. But that being said, there's always a chance that it's not going to work. And I'm not going to find out until after I'm done recording this. So, without further ado, I do have some announcements for you, some small details and announcements to go over. First of all, the May 13th, 20th, and 27th shows of 2021, the last 3 shows that we ran, are not currently uploaded to YouTube because I went back through and the quality is terrible, including one episode where I cannot find the recording. So that's awesome. So hopefully this year we can turn a new leaf and just say last year was a fluke. Obviously, really, really terrible year for myself specifically, but also because of that, being the only one here running this entire thing, whenever I'm out, the channel is out, which is one of the reasons why we had to cap the season at the end of May and start all over in January. That being said, one thing that I did want to reiterate from that I will be reiterating 100,000 times from now until the end of Restoration. All of the champions, all of the current champions as of May 27th, and I'll list them out for you. Joker is the middleweight champion. Alex is the lightweight champion. Ganondorf is the openweight champion. Terry is the heavyweight champion. And Donkey Kong and Banjo are the tag team champions. Now, all of those championships have been taken away basically by me, by the higher ups in Ethernet Community Wrestling. But so let's just say that Joker, this is the championship is effectively vacant right now. But if Joker or any of the other current or former champions were to retain the championship or pick up the championship, they will begin the same reign that they were on as of May 27th, as if they won the championship on the 28th and never vacated it basically. So the middleweight championship title match is between the champion, Joker, and the challenger, Robin. I will use this one example. I'm not going to go through all of them because they're all exactly the same. Joker is at, I believe, 32 days as champion as of the 27th of May. So that means that if he were to win the championship over Robin, he would start his reign at Restoration at 33 days. That is his first title reign. If Robin is to win, then obviously she would start her new title reign because she wasn't the current champion. So that goes for any of the champions at the time. I believe Ganondorf is at 60 days, so he would be at 61 days. But all of that being said, this is just me trying to reiterate the fact that last year is done. This year is going to be a lot better, and we're gonna make the best of a pretty crappy season 2 by making sure that season 3 is as best as we can make it. Microphone is the first step of that. Second step would be to get a better webcam. Third step would be to maybe have some better production quality. Step 4, starting on Restoration and going forward, is to be more consistent with the content. Making sure that the Patreon is up to date. The Instagram account is doing literally anything. I have a Reddit page, but it isn't necessarily anything that I am really on all the time because I don't have anybody following me over there yet. As soon as as soon as we get a following on there, then obviously I will start putting stuff on there. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, the Twitch account. The Twitch account may be becoming defunct, at least for this year, unless I have people backing me, i.e. the Patreon page, or subscribing or joining the YouTube community. I'm not really able to afford the things to make this the type of quality that I would love for it to be. The one thing that I desperately wish that I could go back to is having the quality internet that I had in 2021 or in 2020. The quality internet that I had in 2020 made it possible for me to be able to stream live while I was recording these. One of the things that I unfortunately have to announce right now is that every single episode from here until I can figure out a better internet quality is going to be pre-recorded and put up on the channel. Now, the pay-per-views, I'm really hoping to have them going up at exactly the same time the last Sunday of every single month, and being able to watch them live with you, getting to chat in the comment section, the live chat, but also being able to maybe like take some Streamlabs or YouTube paid questions, that kind of thing. I really want this to be a community feel, like a really wholesome community feel. Right now, we don't have a community. Just to be completely honest, we don't really have a very dedicated community at this point. So why am I making this video, you're asking? Because this is for my sanity. And then if anybody ever goes back at this point 10 years from now and says, geez, like, I wonder what it was like at the beginning, and they start watching the first couple in 2020, or try to watch some in September, for like they look up September of 2021 and they're just like, where is it? There isn't one. Then they can find this video and be like, oh, okay, so 2021 sucked. Yeah, so everything on my end, physical and mental health, great right now. So I'm really looking forward to getting this season on the right track. I still have about $75 worth of Christmas money to hopefully spend periodically on something. I don't want to spend it all at one time. I still need to be able to pay for gas and food, when I need it. But anyways, so just to reiterate a couple things housekeeping wise, UTW, United Through Wrestling, always on Thursdays. I'm going to try to make sure that they're on a scheduled drop so that they're going out at a consistent time. I believe it's going to be around 7 or 6 o'clock. I do work Thursdays right now, starting at 7 o'clock, so at least for now, it probably is going to be around 6, just so that I know definitively, because I don't want to be at work making sure that it's live when I have it scheduled to go out live. Pay-per-views, like I said, Sunday night, probably around 7 or 8 o'clock is when they're going to be dropping. That gives me enough time to record them on Sundays. Behind the curtains peek right now, my wife and I have tomorrow's episode going, the award ceremony going out. We already recorded it, but like I said, we might have to do some sort of commentary over top of it. But on Sunday, we are recording it a couple hours before it's supposed to drop. So, yeah. Pay-per-view and UTW matches-wise, it's going to be 4 matches for UTW. So 4 matches per division. There's 5 divisions. There's 5 divisions, so that's 20 matches for UTW. 5 matches on pay-per-views. That makes sure that I am able to get 4 undercard matches per division, plus all of the championship matches. 2 small things for Restoration. There's the Restoration match in the open weight division. That is a 5-on-5 tag team match. And then there is the loser leaves town / loser breaks up match that's happening between the worst 2 teams, and that's going to be something that I'm hoping to bring through every single season. At the beginning of every season, whichever 2 teams were in the very last place at the end of the previous season will be fighting to keep their spot in the division. Right now I have 21 teams. I'm going to be dropping down to 20 once either the team of Ryu and Ken or Simon and Richter are gone. Either way, there's only going to be 16 teams in the tag team tournament. I really wanted to make sure that I didn't go overboard with the teams this year. The last 2 years, it's been really difficult to keep a consistent basis with these teams, making sure that all the teams got their fair shot. I mean, there were some teams that only fought twice last year, which is not really acceptable, even though it was only around for about 5 months. I would hope that each team gets at least 1 match a month. I understand that when it comes to top 10 and everything, how it works is that if anybody is tied in points in the standings, so let's say the tag team of Greninja and Lucario from last season, and then Pikachu and Pichu from last season. Both teams are defunct now, but let's just say those 2 tag teams are at 24 points, and they're both tied in 8th of the top 10. So they're automatically going to be fighting on the next show. That keeps out a lot of the teams that are not in the top 10. Top 10 take priority, and then after that, everybody else comes in. I would love to be able to split it up and have on the UTW shows have 2 top 10 teams and 2 under the top 10 teams fighting in it for each 2 top 10 matches and 2 under top 10 matches each week for each division, just to make sure that it's consistent with who is getting opportunities. Obviously, like I keep saying, opportunities are going to go to the people that are the most successful and having if Terry isn't doing very well right now in open weight, he's going to head over to heavyweight, see if he can do something over there. And obviously, like right now, Terry is doing extremely well in heavyweight. Ganondorf is doing extremely well in open weight. So not going to see a lot of Terry in open weight, not going to see a lot of Ganon in heavyweight. I know a lot of people want to see Ganondorf get a more fair shot in heavyweight, but when you're fighting in one division and you're very successful, You're not going to be getting a whole lot of opportunities in other divisions. But then you have somebody like Ness, who is pretty mediocre, maybe a champion at some points in the year, not a champion in other points of the year, hovering around that like top 5, I would say, in each division. So somebody like Ness, who did very well last year in all divisions, it's going to be up in the air like week by week. It's almost a guarantee for Ness that if like last year, if we would have kept going, he would have been fighting every single week at least once because of how successful he was in each division. Unfortunately, wasn't able to really show that in championships though. So with all that said, one last thing that I would really like to go back through. We did talk about it on the awards show stream, and if we do end up doing a commentary, I'll talk about it again there. But the Patreon channel, massive opportunity for people that want to support me and this channel to get a chance to without breaking the bank. One thing that I wanted to do was to make sure that when it came to January to January, making sure that I'm not overwhelming anybody with the amount of money that they would be donating to the channel. And basically, when I say donating or supporting the channel, there's 1,000 ways to support the channel that don't have money attached to it, and I'm more than happy to take all of your support in any way. But the Patreon is just one small support system that I've got, just in case somebody is looking at it and saying, man, like, I want to support this, and I want to be able to see Andrew without him being fuzzy as all heck. So here's $7 or here's $2 or $1 a month, so that in a couple months you can afford a webcam. And I'm just like, great. But what I really want to show to everybody is that this isn't about the money. To me, this is a hobby that I love, but if I am to continue this at the pace that I want to continue it, and at some point make it more of a legit way of life, something that I can both enjoy and get something out of. If anybody here knows me personally, or if you want to hear the story, just let me know. My dad is a big inspiration for me on that. He had a hobby that he loved, and he turned it into something that we could go on vacations with the money that he was making off of it. It wasn't a lot of money. It wasn't quit your job right now, but it was, I want to be able to take my kids on vacation, so here's the money that we're going to get for that. Anyways, all of that being said, there's 4 Patreon tiers. There's the $1, $3, $5, $7 tier. That's 4 tiers under $100 a year. For the $7 tier, it is less than $100. I believe it's $84. Excuse me, $84 for the entire year to support the channel. You've got the Smashing It tier, that's the $1 tier. Super Awesome tier, that's the $3. True Bro tier, $5, and the Ultimate Fan tier, $7. As each tier progresses in payment, the $1, $3, $5, and $7 tiers, I add on a perk. $1 is recognition on both UTW and pay-per-views. So your name will be read out by me on Patreon on stream when I say I would love to thank my supporters. Here's their names That's you guys. $3 tier, it's as you go by tier level, you're adding any perk from the previous tier onto that. So $1 is recognition, $3 is voting in the fan vote for the annual awards ceremony that takes place every year. $5 is those 2 previous perks plus the Authority Asylum polling. You get to be a part of a pay-per-view event where I put out a poll saying, what do you want to see the heavyweight championship contender match fought under? Do you want it to be a coin match, 3 stocks, a time limit, morphing stages match? What weapon do you want? Do you want bomb, bat, or smash ball? Do you want it to be a smash meter match? All of those really fun things that I think will really get people to want to get involved. And then the $7 tier, all of that other perk stuff, plus you get entered in the tournament sweepstakes, the tourney sweepstakes. Every single tournament that we do, there's 5 throughout the year. Every single tournament that we do, you get to fill out a bracket. Everybody gets to fill out a bracket, but the people that are at the $7 tier get to fill out the bracket, and their bracket, how well they do it in the tournament, will decide if they have won the tournament sweepstakes or not. So, that being said, a lot of really fun interactive things for everybody to do, depending on what tier you want to go to. So yeah, I just wanted this stream to be a little bit of housekeeping stuff, go back over a couple things that we went through. We'll be going through tomorrow on the awards ceremony. All of this stuff will probably be said again during the Restoration pay-per-view, but specifically I wanted to let everybody know that for right now I don't have anything to upload for May 13th, 20th, and 27th, and then the awards ceremony, there's no or barely no sound. So that sucks, but it's what's got to happen in order for us to move on into season 3. As you see in at the bottom of your screen, season 3 2022. I'm really really excited. You've got Sora, Kazuya, and Alf joining in. You've got a couple people moving around weight classes. Nobody has gone down a weight class yet, depending on how people do. If they move up, like this year, Fox moves up is moving up to the middleweight division from the lightweight division. If he does terrible, then we'll move him back down to lightweight. But it was just a little bit of housekeeping, cleaning up the rosters. We have 3 32-person divisions weight class wise. So we've got 96 competitors in the Ethernet Community Wrestling promotion right now. That's crazy. It's a lot to get through in the course of just a year, but I'm really happy and excited to get this going again. I hope you are too. This is a mic check for the brand new microphone, plus a little bit of juking and jiving with you guys. So I hope that I've answered some of the questions in your heads on what's going on. At the bottom of the screen, you've seen over and over again, check out the official Ethernet Community Wrestling Patreon page, patreon.com/ENC Wrestling, all undercase. Follow on Instagram, Reddit. I would love to start a Reddit page with people that are interested in possibly knowing the background of everything. You guys can ask questions on there. Ask questions anywhere. Interact with stuff on Instagram. Subscribe, like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. We do have some really interesting announcements possibly coming out about the what I'm going to be calling the Drive to 5. and that is the a campaign that I want to run where the first 5 people to sign up to Patreon will be in a pool to win a T-shirt, or even bigger than that. Maybe each person gets one a month, but I'm still working on that, obviously. So I'm going to end it here, because if I don't, I'm just going to keep talking, and I don't want this to be too long. But yeah, so I really hope that this season goes well. I hope that we're able to grow the channel a little bit, and start getting some people in to start interacting with stuff. I'm really excited to get this thing going again. It's been a while, not by choice, definitely by necessity, but we'll get through it. So join us tomorrow for the awards ceremony. Join us on the 30th for Season 3's official debut at Restoration 2022. And all of that being said, I'd like to say thank you again, and I will see you next time.